Why did this not work? Alright, here we go, fellas. Now we're jumping into a run. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, guys, let's do this. Yeah, I need to ask Nathan when he's gonna do another one of those Sydney speedrunner nights, Aggie. See what he says. Hopefully he has another one up his sleeve planned, because I'd love to do another one. Those are a lot of fun. Thank you, Zarua. Thank you, Bahunga. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the GL. Yeah, I put up a blog post today just detailing some thoughts of mine in regards to, like, streaming and life and whatnot. You know, I said in that blog post that I've reached a level of serenity when it comes to the stream. There are still times where I still feel like I want to push it a bit further, but I know as life goes on, I got to start to prioritize a little bit more, and you know, I've had fun. You know, I shouldn't say I had fun with the stream, because that implies I'm not having fun anymore. You know, I still have fun with it. But I don't know why that side of me still gnaws at potentially wanting to, like, do more with it, but there's only so much time we have in the world, and, you know, we've got to find the important things to focus on, I think. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Oh, Smoker, I have a quick question for you. I ran this by the Sly Raccoon speedrunning guys. I haven't run it by the Ratchet and Clank guys, but I wanted to run it by you, and maybe you could help me relay the message on to the Jack guys. I mean, I could easily just join the Discord, but I guess I'm just a little bit curious if you know an answer. Okay, so there's the PS Vita version of the game. Now, the PS TV is basically just a glorified way of playing PS Vita games on your TV, because the PS Vita didn't have audio or video out functionality. But there were some titles on the PS TV that weren't supported. Like, you could install the games, but then there's like a software lock that's like, sorry, you can't be playing this title on the PS TV. Like, publishers may have enforced it, so you had to buy one of their other versions or things like that. But there's like, it's basically just like a region lock, and with like a bit of like whitelisting magic, you can play these versions officially on the PS TV. Now, I know that the PS Vita version is listed as a version for Jack runs, but I was wondering, what would this method be allowed, because it's not technically official. You have to use like a software patch to get around like the whitelisting. But the PS TV pretty much plays like a PS Vita. So I was wondering, would you know if that setup would be allowed or something? I need to run it by the Jack guys. The Sly guys seem to be on a bit of a fence about it when I brought it up. I think one of them is for like, no, we shouldn't allow this because it quote unquote wasn't official. But then some other guy brought up like, well, the Korean version of Sly is a bit sketch, but that's still allowed. Yeah, because like, you know, most people would probably instinctively run either the PS2 versions or like the HD remakes, Smoker. Like, the Vita isn't exactly like the most popular version, we can put it that way, but I guess I'm curious because, you know, I've got a PS TV, I've got the Vita versions of the games. I wouldn't mind doing runs on those just because why not? If I ever decide to learn like a Jack game or something. It's played by like one person out of all the games. Yeah, I guess I just thought of it because I mean, like, with like those HD remakes, like the Ratchet and Clank HD remake, the Jack remake, trilogy remake, and the Sly Raccoon HD trilogy remakes. I've got all of those like trilogy bundles on PS3 and on PS Vita. I've managed to track them down over the years. And you know, if I wanted to loan one of those games and they were just like, nah, you can't run the PS TV style, I could just easily run the PS3 version, no problems. But if I could run it on PS TV, I think that'd be kind of cool. Pays homage to the fact that I really, really like the Vita as a game console. Yo, what's up, by the way, Silligator? Thank you for the good luck, man. Hope you're doing well. The Vita's a fantastic console. It's got so many awesome games on it that I think not a lot of people know about because it's a console that's pretty overlooked. Granted, it didn't have the most exposure and Sony has kind of just abandoned it in a lot of ways, but you can get some really, really good games for the Vita. And if you don't want to spend like X many dollars on a PS Vita, like I think PS Vitas are still quite expensive, but I know PlayStation TVs at one point were going for like dirt cheap. Like I know at one point PlayStation TVs were going for like 200 bucks, but I remember at one point you could pick one up for like 50. And that is effectively a Vita. It just means that you can play those games on your TV. Because of the OLED screens? Yeah, fair enough, right? I mean, to be fair, those screens are really, really good. Played through many great games on the Vita. If there's one console I have a soft spot for, it's the Vita, like in terms of like when I collect games for it. Like I remember at one point, if like a game came out on PS Vita, PS3, and PS4, there was a very high likelihood I would just get the Vita version straight away. Just because, you know, I know the Vita version is probably gonna go out of print the quickest. And then I can be one of the few people who've, like, you know, actually bothered to pick up the Vita copy of the game. I'm trying to think what's an example of that I did. Where I was just like, yeah. I'm just trying to think. There's a few obscure JRPG titles which I did that for. I can't remember what one of them was. I can't remember what the name of one of them escapes me, but yeah, it came out on PS3, PS4, Vita, and I picked up the Vita version because why not? Believe it or not, I actually played through The Walking Dead Season 1 on the Vita. It was going for sale on the PS Store, and I figured, well, doing it this way, I'll be able to play it in my bed. Valkyrie Chronicles? Maybe. Yeah, it didn't exactly have, like, the most crazy AAA library. That would be a sick Vita game. Yeah, apparently, yeah, Borderlands 2, I've got it on Vita. It runs like arse. It was actually really, really good, Smoker, because I could take it, like, on the go with me. And, like, you know, I remember there was some lunch breaks I had at uni where I would, you know, sit under a tree and play my Vita, play through, like, half of an episode or something. Or, like, you know, explore a bit more and things like that. I'm tempted to get The Walking Dead Season 2 on the Vita as well and play through that version. Only because, you know, I got the Platinum Trophy for The Walking Dead on the Vita Season 1. I want to do it for the Season 2 as well. Even though I've got them on Steam, like, I've been gifted them over the years, I might just do it on the Vita just to be, you know, LUL. Hey, Ruby, what's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Chillin'. Nice, Ruby. Chilling's always good. I'm doing okay, Ruby. Had a pretty decent day at work. Nothing too crazy. Yo, what's up, Mango? How you going, mate? Oh, yeah, exactly, G. Thanks, Ruby. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy ride so far. You know, hopefully I can keep it going. Just keep it at a sustainable level, you know? Like I said in that 10-month fitness post, I don't have a set weight goal I want to reach. It's just maintain a healthy lifestyle and just enjoy it. It's a big reason why I haven't been streaming as much, because Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays are now badminton nights. Yeah, I am a bit sad that I don't get to stream as much anymore, but in all honesty, I wouldn't have it any other way because I feel a lot better. I have way more energy. I'm getting back into like a sport. You know, it's quite a physically intensive sport, and I think having a sport in your life is really, really important. It just works your brain in a different way, I think. And plus it helped, you know, my fitness is now like a lot better than what it was, so wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. Yeah, Smoker. Like you've been with me in my stream for like close to 3 years now, I'd say. And you've seen me go through like all of it, like during grad school, when I first started working full time. Yeah, definitely, Smoker. I have way more energy. Because like now when I come to stream, it's like, oof, you know, it may be like I didn't stream yesterday, or I haven't streamed in the last couple of days. I'm looking forward to it, you know? Whereas, you know, Mrs. Mika brought this up, you know, if you stream every day, you know, eventually your motivation's just gonna start to teeter. And you guys probably saw that, like, especially last year, there were probably some nights where I came onto stream and I was kind of just like, yeah. But nowadays, I'm like pumped. And honestly, I think this balance is a lot healthier long term. Because, okay, let's be realistic here. Grant, you know, disregarding, you know, the possibility of streaming full time, the possibility of me continue streaming 6 days a week, you know, 3-4 hours a night for the next couple of years, on top of full-time work and other commitments. Let's be real here, that wasn't gonna happen. Like, at some point, I would have had to cash in my chips and be like, yeah, you know what? This is not gonna happen. Like I said, short of streaming full-time, that type of lifestyle, in my humble opinion, is not sustainable unless you don't have any other big commitments in your life. Like, managing full-time work and streaming is, I think, quite difficult as it is. So I think having badminton and like my fitness and my health come into the picture, I think has been a really nice stepping stone, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't like a sudden bang, you know, I can't stream all these days anymore. It's like I had something else to substitute for it, but I think it was a healthy substitute, you know, literally. Not saying streaming is unhealthy, I just needed something else to cycle through, such that I wasn't just literally, you know, going to work, sitting on my ass, coming home, sitting on my ass as well. Like, it's not a healthy lifestyle to live. That too, Slip, and, you know, like I said, having that type of crazy schedule like I did was not sustainable. Because you guys know, during grad school, I was going like 4 or 5 hours a night, 6 to 7 days a week, and, you know, as much fun as we had, that's pretty much a full-time, like, think about it, that's like, they're like full-time hours. If I was streaming 6 to 7 days a week, 4 or 5 hours a stream, that's like, you know, 30 to 35 hours a week on top of grad school. And if I did a full-time job on top of that, whoa-wee, that was not gonna happen. Yeah, I understand, Lacrimo. I think for me, like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The Batcave days, yeah. But, you know what? I look back on it with a lot of fond memories, and I think I always will look back on it with a lot of fond memories, because it was great. Sure, like, you know, pros and cons come of it, you know. Stream hasn't really grown as much because of the reduced hours, but that's kind of expected, you know. What you get in is what you put out. Having said that, though, the current position I'm in, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, it's a lot less pressure. like, before I felt compelled to stream, you know, 6-7 days a week. And when I didn't stream any of those days, I get kind of pissed off. But now it's kind of just like, if I can't get to stream, it happens. And then I'm slowly adopting that mindset of like, yeah, I'll stream when I can. And when I can't, it's fine. Shit happens. I really hope it doesn't come to that though, Lacrimo. Are you gonna see a physio again soon to come up with a plan to prevent that from happening? Yeah, way more relaxed about a smoker. Absolutely. The only things that kind of still get to me are like, you know, random tech issues and, you know, internet dropouts, but no, way more relaxed about it. And I think it shows as well when I stream. Like you said, I'm way more enthusiastic about it and just, you know, feel a lot more carefree about it because it's just, yeah. Yeah, can't not get frustrated with technology, exactly. Something's always bound to go wrong. Well, let us know how it goes, Lacrimo. I really hope it all works out for you, buddy. And you know we've always got your back. But that's the word that I said yesterday, guys. And I think it still applies. Like, I just found a nice serenity with my stream at the moment. I still have a ton of fun hanging out with you guys when I can. Still have a ton of fun doing runs, like, yeah. Yeah, sounds good, G. Thanks for the GL, mate. What causes the lost in balance slip, if you don't mind me asking? Let's hope there's things to be done that can, like, you know, help alleviate, like, some of the pain you're having, Lacrimo. Hopefully plans to help avoid you being in a wheelchair as well. Yeah, like, just... This may sound really, really silly, but like when I'm streaming or I'm doing anything and I start to get a little bit like worked up or like start to worry or overthink, you know, sometimes I stream and I have moments like, oh, it's been quiet as of late, you know, maybe people don't like my stream anymore, blah, 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 you know. It's a vicious mental cycle. But then I picture two things, and this is going to sound super silly, but hear me out. The first thing I picture is a crane. You know, a crane standing on one leg, just in perfect balance. And that's what I'm trying to aim to do with everything in my life, is just find that point where I can mentally and psychologically balance on that one leg and just feel like I'm gonna be okay. And the other thing that I think about is, it was from X-Men First Class, because when I was trying to figure out the word that I was looking for to denote how I feel these days, the word serenity, there's that part in X-Men First Class where, like, Magneto's trying to lift up the submarine and he's struggling. And then Professor Xavier, like, you know, talks to him through his mind. He's like, remember, like, the midway between, like, rage and serenity or something, in order to help him, like, you know, harness his emotions and, you know, tap into his crazy power. And I think of that moment because, like, for me, it's not rage. For me, it's, you know, I guess worry and content. I'm trying to find the point. The midway between, like, worry and being happy is serenity. Hang on, I'll find that clip for you because I think it really holds true to how I feel these days. I wonder if there is a clip of that on YouTube somewhere. It's in this video clip somewhere. I don't have time to watch it, but it's that part where he's trying to lift the submarine, and then Professor Xavier talks to him through his mind, and he says, remember, the point between rage and serenity, and he just goes, alright, I can lift a submarine. I also have this theory as well, Slip, that our minds are just designed to play tricks on us like that. Like, it always needs to find something to, like, fill the void. Which is why I think being partially busy or having a lot of things to do is never a bad thing. Obviously, there's, like, overcommitting, but, you know, finding the balance between having a fair bit to do, but also having downtime, I think, is really, really important. It's around the 3-minute mark. Alright, thanks, Slip. But yeah, I pictured that. And I pictured the crane on one leg, and you know, for me, those are the things of a symbol of balance. Yo, what's up, Shiny? How you going, mate? Zyganic effect. Is that what it's called? Is that what's that? Oop. Oh, I didn't even hear him throw that. Oh my goodness. Mikami P indeed. Ah, fair enough. That makes sense. I also know that, just I guess from experience, that our brains are just not designed to, you know, take information in small gulps. When there's like a lot to do, it just takes it all in like one big swallow, and you just become so overwhelmed. Yeah, I always tell people that, you know, having too much to do is not a good thing, but having nothing to do is just as worse than having too much to do. So like these days, like, you know, with my current job, sometimes my manager will be like, oh man, if you can get all this done today, that'd be like awesome. But in my mind, I'm like, if I get it done, I'll get it done. If I don't get it all done today, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, unless there's like a business case to get all this done today, it's just me putting unnecessary pressure on myself. So before I panic and be like, oh, I gotta get it all done. But now I'm like, no, I will get it done when I can. You know, there's no business case to get this completely finished today. No need to put unnecessary pressure on myself. Let's do this, take our time, do it well, go from there. Oh yeah, absolutely, Smoker. Having nothing to do, for sure. Speaking of jobs, I still haven't heard back from the government role yet. The final technical interview ended up being really, really good. The feedback I got was excellent. They just need to sort out some more admin stuff on their end, and then after that, fingers crossed, I'll get an offer. Not sure, we'll see. Yeah, absolutely, G, absolutely. Yeah, it is a little bit annoying, Smoker, I'm not gonna lie. But it'll be such a good feeling once I know regardless. Like, for like a couple of, like, for like 2 weeks, I was like super worried about it, but now I've just kind of reached the point where it's like, I'll hear back when I hear back, and then I'll hand in my resignation letter and go from there. Hey, Uncle Steve, what's happening, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. Good to see you, good to see you. But it is a tad annoying, Smoker, I'm not gonna lie. But what can you do? You can't rush people. I just gotta... You gotta do what you gotta do. Heh, cheers, Aggie. Yeah, I just felt like a change of font, and I figured, let's go with this one. This doesn't look too bad. Hey, that's still something, Slip Boy, because you're occupying your mind with something. But, having said that though, I have read somewhere that it is also good to let your mind just wander every now and again. So, these days, I always have one train trip a week where I don't listen to music, I don't read, I don't use my computer, I just let my mind wander. They say having those moments where your mind you let your mind take whatever thoughts it can actually be really, really good for it. So, I don't know where I read that, but I've been doing that one train trip a week. So, you know, I take, what is it? To and from work, that's a total of 10 train trips a week. So one of them, it's like, you know, 10% of my train trips are spent just not thinking about anything. Flotation tanks. I'm trying to think how the hell I saved that time. Or rather, how did I score that gold? We'll never know, I guess. I could imagine though, Aggie, because with you and your long-ass commutes, it makes sense. Absolutely sure, Harper. I've asked about this many, many times as I was growing up. There is something though, now that you mention it. My grandfather does have Manchurian blood in him. My late grandfather on my mum's side. I don't know if that I don't know if that makes a difference to your studies / calculations. Hey, Colemanus, what's happening, buddy? How are you? I think my grandfather is half Manchurian. Harper asked something earlier, Lacrimo, and I'm just giving him info if it's gonna help him with whatever he's working on. Mika does what he can, Kappa. Yo! Holy crap. Aggie, with the gift to Colemanus, 39 gifted subs. Aggie, thank you so much, man. And Colemanus, welcome back to the Batcave, buddy. Thanks again, Aggie. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Really, really appreciate it, man. Finger slim. Thank you. You're a legend, buddy. Heck, if I can be helpful in some way, whether it's, you know, telling people about my race, farting, burping, yawning, Kappa. Yeah, exactly, Steve. The butt cave. Ah, boo. Man, ever since that happened, you guys have never let me live that down. Oh, if there's any slip of mine in my stream and it's never been lived down, it was butt cave. Oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, welcome to the butt cave. I was like, wait, what? Oh shit. I was like, whoops, there we go. Yeah, like, this is coming on to like almost 3 years ago when I said that slip, but never, they've never let me live it down. It is my one grave mistake I made on stream, but to be fair, If I had to make a mistake, I don't mind it being that, to be fair. There's worse things one could say, to be honest. It was at that moment we realized Mikami was into some kinky shit. Actually, surprisingly not these days, Harper. I've been pretty tame with my burps. If anything, I think I yawn a lot more now. Would not be surprised, Crossix, if that was the case. Those burps were, yeah. I think ever since I cleaned up me diet and looked after me health, I think that has had a play in me not burping as much. How are the runs going today, Crossix? They're not too bad, man. Well, this is the first attempt, so it's hard to say. How are you, though? Hope you're doing well. We want burbs! Yeah, all good, Harper. All good, mate. Wait, wasn't the dinosaurs in 2000 AD? Oh, did Zan say that? Oh, look, cookie tin's out. Nice. (2000 AD). So, what? 18 years ago. I love Zan. Let's have a look at this JRP. What is this? Ah, you're disassembling your GameCube. What happened with it? The disk drive died. Oh, that sucks, man. Did you manage to get it fixed? Yeah. Do I really want to know when he said that, Lacrimo? Or rather, when you said that? Oh, hell yeah, Aggie. Such a speedrunner. Yeah, pretty much, Ruby. Why did I get those, Ruby? Bad end. Yo, what's up, Luna? How are you? Oh, thank heavens. Da-na-na-na. I'm all da-na-na-na for these bombs, actually. Having an extra set of bombs there is going to be Gucci. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Iron Man. Oh, no! Crap. Yo, Aggie! With the gift to, Ruby. Aggie, thank you so much. Ruby, welcome to the butt cave. There you go. I said it. Enjoy your bat and your butts. Thank you, Aggie. And Ruby, welcome. Fosh and chops. I'm glad you like us, Slip Boy. Thank you, there we go. I ran into the other one. I ran into the other fairy, unfortunately, so we're gonna lose a bit of time here, but... it's okay. I've had worse, I've had worse outcomes, to be honest. Alright, let's see, fellas. I need hook shot. Let me drop bugs here. I was supposed to be asleep, but I woke up at 3 AM and there's a foot of snow, so I'm... That's a lot of snow. Damn, buddy. To be fair, Black Sabbath are awesome. Whoever started singing Iron Man, I think it was UJRP. If only, Mr. Aggie. Yo, what's up, Limed? How you going, mate? Mrs. Mika says she's hungry. One sec. You hungry, Foot? He's hungry. I heard you. Oh, bread. Oof. Losing 40 seconds there feels bad. I'm okay, Limed. I can't complain, man. Can't complain at all. Damn, that's a lot of snow in such a short time, Luna. Holy moly. Wait. I remember when I was a kid and I was playing, like, the songs in OOT. I would instinctively think that you had to play the songs to, like, the beat that they were taught to you in or how they replay them. And then eventually, like, I remember just one day my mate playing them, like, super fast. I'm like, no, that's wrong. And then it just triggered. I was like, oh. I was like, you could play them, you can play them at any speed. Yeah, young Mikami was, like, Depths Mikami, to be honest. He wasn't very bright, unfortunately. Probably still isn't. Just somehow gets away with appearing to be bright, Kappa. Do it during lax. We don't watch lax in this category, unfortunately, Ags. Hanging in there. Hope everything's okay, Limed. If there's anything we can do for you, mate, let us know. Monka S. Monka S. Lax in a bingo. Hey, if light arrows is your goal. Right, see here, Huh. Huh. Bloody Phantom Ganon. Huh. Alright, store JS. Let's be honest here, I really should call this split Ha. Not, you know, Forest Temple, just Ha. I remember when I first started speedrunning OOT, Aggie, I asked Tash, what does LAX stand for? And he's like, oh, long ass cutscene. And I legit thought it was called that for like the longest time. And someone's like, oh, it stands for Light Arrows cutscene. And I was like, I feel like an idiot now. I was like, oh yeah, long ass cutscene. That makes sense. Yeah, crossings. And the way Tash said it, it was with the most nonchalant, most neutral look as well. It's like, what does it stand for? Long ass cutscene. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it fit. I was like, oh, Light Arrow's cutscene. I'm like, whoops. My fault. Once again, not one of my brightest moments. Alright, let's see here. I always try to put bottle on C down because I find OIing with something on like one of the other C buttons is a little bit more awkward to work with. Alright, one tick, fellas. One more frame. I think like 2 extra pauses in that whole exchange, so not the fastest, but not the slowest I've done it either, so let's keep going. Yep. Sometimes slip. Those pains do happen. Songs are hard, just putting that out there. Playing songs are hard. It's generally good to warm up your hands and stretch them if that happens slip. Absolutely, dude. You don't want to damage your hands like that. Hand pains are the absolute worst to recover from. I remember when I was streaming full-time for a couple of months, I was getting some pretty bad hand pains because I was doing like hundo grundo like every day. Ah, no, whoops. Gonna lose more time here. I think that was from me doing one of the inputs incorrectly. I don't know which one. This trick is really, really annoying to do, but... I'll show you in a sec, Slip. Blast. Man, this run's like slowly slipping away from us, but... As long as I don't screw up Vivagia, it looks like we can still potentially snipe her out, PB. No, if you've injured your hand, sometimes icing it can help a bit. But if it's something along the lines of like, you know, repetitive like strain pain, I'll show you hand exercises I've done in the past to help alleviate pain from my hands. Especially when I was especially at one point when I was playing Melee, speed cubing, and I think I got back into piano at that point, so I was doing a lot of things with my hands, and sometimes the pain could get pretty excruciating. Stretching like this, for example, like these stretches here, have helped me a fair bit. But maybe Aggie's link is gonna help a little bit more. Okay, I'm actually playing this section fairly well. If I don't screw up this part, we could potentially gold here. Oh, no, Fox. Boat skip has been simplified tremendously over the last, I'd say, couple of months. I think it was like 3 or 4, even 5 months ago when a new setup got found for it, and it's just superseded the old setup in like, in every way, shape, or form, I think. I remember reading about that slip, or like I saw the clip, and I was like, oh no. Dun, 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 dun. That should be fine, I think. Yeah, we're good. I think last night when I did this trick, I held up for too long, which is why I done goofed. Nice. Sub 3, Shadow Temple segment. Hell yeah. That's a well, obviously that's the fastest I've ever done Shadow Temple. Yeah, like not having as many pauses during the boat skip section, I think it's overall better execution. Sweet. My favorite trick. Not really, but it's not too bad. It's the extra pauses in this section that can be an absolute killer. And pause buffering in Temple of Time can be a little bit awkward. Yo, Lunafire with the 5 bits. Thanks, buddy. Yes you can, Charizard. What's happening, man? How are you? Link forgot his keys. Yeah, pretty much, Luna. Link's like, whoops, forgot me keys. Okay, that puts... Alright, one sec. A casual 21 gigs of updates when I insert the Discus Spyro. Man, I swear these updates are just getting more and more redonkulous, hey Aggie. Why would you do that, Charizard? Well, I guess it's filtering out the gene pool, so... Maybe it's... I don't know. I got nothing. Okay, didn't save as much time as I thought I would, but... This is where a big chunk of our time save is going to come from. I was going to make sure I don't play Vavagia too crap. Alright, one sec, guys. He injected so much silicon into its nuts, I started hemorrhaging, and that's how we... Wow! That is just... Wow. Did he just want, like, massive nuts or something? Far out. That's, I don't know what to say about that. That just sounds, A, stupid, and B, painful. I swear a lot of things seem like they're a good idea at the time, Luna. Natural selection. That's disgusting, Charizard. Oh, man. And in Speedos? Oh. Wow. Imagine being remembered like that. How did he die? You know, he was a bit nutty. Or like, you know, he was, he wanted Tenokas. Could you imagine being like, oh my goodness, I can only imagine Charizard. What happened to him? Just, he injected silicone into his testicles and he died because of hemorrhage. Oh, why? He was nuts. Yeah, it's pretty gross, Ocarina, to be honest. I'm guessing that was in the United States, or was that elsewhere in the world? I really don't want to see it either, Aggie, yeah. I think that's one mental image I'll be glad to not have. Remember the Aussie poo jogger? I actually don't. You may need to refresh my memory, Slip. He's like, nah, I have a mental picture, and it ain't pretty. Oh, that's gross. Why would you do that? Hashtag Australia. That was actually really, really close. I screwed up the bomb cycles a little bit there, but I think we adapted pretty well. Was a company executive? Did he just like not own a toilet or something, Slip? I would have gladly lent him like, he got, yeah. Gee, I wonder why. Oof. Saved a bit more time on that split, despite not having the cleanest Vivagia fight, but there's still a fair bit of time I can save on some later splits in this run, so, because we learned a few other tricks. Let's hope we can pull them off and destroy this. These are unfortunately normal size nuts, Slip Boy. No silicone injections here. Slip's like, please. No more, no less. Pretty much. Okay, I was gonna say, but... Someone please screenshot that. That's amazing coming from the Buttspot himself. I was gonna say, but, you know. He's just completely debated all of us, guys. Monka S. Monka S. Monka S. Monka S. Oh, I just realized something, guys. Our director last year gave us $50 JB Hi-Fi vouchers. Now, do I want to use that JB Hi-Fi voucher towards Smash Bros or Pokemon? Because I want to play both of them on stream with you guys. I just don't know which one I want to put towards. Oh yeah, absolutely. It sounds like it'd be like painful as. Smash? Alright. Smash comes out in 2 weeks, right? What's this whole crazy debacle of like people getting like they're pirating the game or something like that? Is that what's happening at the moment? Like people are getting like the pirated versions of the game or something? I don't know what the hell, but people don't seem to be making a really big fuss about it. I read those tweets, I'm like, yeah, as if you ever never pirated anything in your life. Like, seriously. Sounds like a horror thing, yeah, Crossix. Oops. I call BS. Wait, what? I'm confused. Might lose a bit of time here because that Enter Deku wasn't too clean. Oops. Oh yeah, some There are some retailers when they break street day, it's like, I know these stores get fined pretty significantly as well. Significantly as well if they break street day. Yo, what's happening, Xena? How you going, mate? We actually okay. We actually save time? Sure, I'll take it. I thought we were gonna lose time for sure, but alright, I'll take. Yeah, like, the local EB games when I was like, oh, this game came out, early, like, yeah, we don't know who broke street day, but we got word of it, so we're all doing it. Because if one store breaks it, then everyone's kind of like, alright, let's go. But it's like, yeah, like, a pretty hefty fine. I was actually involved in I was inadvertently involved almost in a, street date breaking. Let me explain just a sec. I don't really think so, Aggie. Unless they can make that, money back, or they can justify making all that money back quicker. But still, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, let me explain in a sec what happened. Just let me go through this section first and I'll explain. So yeah, when Wind Waker HD first came out, I remember it was meant to come out on like a specific day, and I walked up to my local EB and it had already come out. I was like, oh cool, I'll pick it up and buy it now. And then I got a phone call from the manager who was like, yeah, our worker thought that this was meant to be sold today, and he accidentally put them on the shelves. He goes, could you do us a massive favor and like bring it back? And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm on good terms with these guys from EB Games, sure. So I went to take it back and picked it up 2 days later. Because they would have got in like so much trouble if people had found out. I was a homie, I was like, yeah, sure. Yo, what's up, Zeph? Oh, are people actually thinking of doing them now? Like, under like the OT category extensions or something? Or will it actually have its own game as like a ROM hack? Wow. Sure. One sec, this is, I gotta change this equip. How did I start speedrunning? Ooh, give me 1 sec, Ruby. I'll explain the story. What? How do we still gold that? Oh man, that tells me PB was like sloppy as. Oh, how I started speedrunning Ruby. It was like late 2014. I was in grad school, and I was just doing some study, and I was kind of like, man, I am not in the mood today to do like PhD work. So I just booted up some music on YouTube, and I was a huge Lindsay Sterling fan at the time. I still am. And I looked up her Zelda violin medley because that's how I found Lindsay Sterling, and I really, really like that medley. And then on the sidebar, it had Cosmo / Narcy's run from like the 2238 from like a GDQ, and I was like, no way someone can finish Ocarina of Time that quickly. And I watched it, and I was like, oh my goodness, what the hell is this? And then I kind of just, one sec. Just let me do this section. Also, what's up, Zan? How are you going, mate? At least you are, Zev? Sweet. I still need to play through it. But yeah, Ruby. So, I saw that run, the 2238 from like GDQ, a couple of like, you know, back in 2014. And I kind of just followed speedrunning like on the side. Like, I didn't watch Twitch at the time because I didn't really quite understand like the concept behind like streaming and things like that. So I really just, you know, watched like other GDQ VODs, and just whenever Cosmo / Narcy would upload like a new PB, I would just watch it on YouTube. And then it was like about a month or so later, it was like Christmas Eve, and I think Mrs. Meeker and I were gonna go out and have some dinner. And I decided just to boot up Twitch, and I found Tashman's channel, or Tash's channel, and he was doing like, at the time, I had heard of like Any% and 100%, but he was doing a category that I'd never seen before. I was like, what's this no RBA / WW? So I asked him a few questions, and he was really, really chill about it. And then I thought to myself, man, I want to get into this. So I got myself an emulator, looked up like the rules, of course, of like being able to like submit a run and things like that. I had this N64 to USB controller that I got from China for like $10. It was the only USB controller I had, and I was like, it's an N64 controller, so I'm going to use it. I learned the Any% run, and then on the 30th of December 2014 was when I did my first stream and my first run as well. If you type !first run into chat, there'll be a YouTube video that will come up with that first run that I've still got highlighted from almost 4 years ago now. And then I just kind of got addicted to it and just kept speedrunning ever since, Ruby. Never thought I'd take the channel to where it is now, like, you know, being partnered and all that. I was kind of just at the time like, yeah, you know what, this is actually quite something fun to do. And then I started streaming a bit more, and I noticed, you know, people were stopping by my stream a bit more. And then a few of the mods messaged me, and they were like, yo, Mika, like, you know, with a bit more of a push, you could really, like, make it as a partner. I was like, as if. I was like, heck, it can't hurt though. So I did like a massive push, like, you know, pregnant lady push. And, you know, I started streaming, you know, 6-7 days a week, you know, 4 5-hour blocks. And then I guess it kind of happened. And still here to this day. Thanks, Slip. Yeah, very, very first run that I did. That was like 3 hours into the stream though, so I'd done like a fair few attempts by that point, but that was the first completed run, and I was like shaking because I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness. We're like, you know, we speedrunner now. Yeah, we glotted for science somehow, Aggie. Definitely not a clean split, but heck. You know, I'll take it, you know, man. Oh shit, that's not good. Ooh, that was close. I want to actually make a video on that, Ruby. Like, come my 4-year stream anniversary, I want to make a YouTube video on like how I got into it and have like clips from like older streams and whatnot. 1080 does, but we don't have any kind of reasonable. Oh, okay. I just read what you wrote, Ace. It sounds interesting though. My unnus. Yeah. That sounds crazy. Ace. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wasn't expecting a glob there, but sure. Yes, I need to do that, Aggie. Thank you so much for reminding me. Could you Discord message me if possible, please? Because knowing me, I am gonna forget. Monka TOS. Thanks, Aggie. Appreciate it, mate. That's why it's on FFC. Oops. Let's wait. I won't deny your butt, Lacree. Zan, you know if you deny the butt, you'll be in serious trouble. They're not reasonable to get? Right, well, okay, fair enough. Where are they located, if you don't mind me asking? I will see. I knew it. Hey, what's happening, Jim? How you going, man? Did you get my message, by the way, Jim? I ended up messaging you throughout the day. Oh, man. Or just, oh, fucking butt spot. Butt spot doing its bloody thing. Not in my ears, though. Nah, all good, Jim. All good, mate. Just thought I'd check. Yeah, actually, I have slipped. Had a Twitch admin at one point in my chat as well. Yo, what's up, Warship? How you going, mate? Water slot. Morphle can be a bit of a prick, but thankfully this category makes it a little bit more easy to deal with. Suppose that isn't wrong. Just woke up, nice. Hopefully you slept well, Warship. I'm okay, man. Can't complain, Warship. Just happy to be doing runs and hanging out with you guys. You know how it is? Oof. Oh, whoops. Not my kink. I think by using Furor's Wind to like damage buffering Baronade, it's gonna save me from having it saves me from farming bombs at this point from now on, so let's go. And we screwed up the super slide in Water Temple as well, which means we still have like a little bit of extra time to save there. Like I didn't screw it up to the point where like I fell off, but like I've still got a lot of time to save in Water Temple, I think. Actually, I don't even know why I equipped a Deku Nuts there. I just need to keep Hookshot there for beginning. Let's just do it now. I mean, I could do it when I pause buffer for Enter Jabu, but I'd rather just do it there so I don't forget. How cold is it where you are today, Lacrimo? If you don't mind me asking, buddy. I think Big Red works. I always go on Big Blue, but... that could have been a little bit cleaner too, but... it's alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. What we're just gonna make sure now is this rest of Jabu goes okay. Whew, thanks, Aggie. Yeah! Like, see ya. No! Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I was hoping to mute the mic quickly, but that just came out. So sorry. Oof. Yikes. My apologies. Oof. Bubbles, please. 7 point out of 10. Sweet. That's a yikes from me, dog. Oh, man. I was just talking about how, like, I don't burp much on stream anymore, and then just bang, I unleash one. For the masses to hear. 'Cause, you know. Yeah! Do need to equip Deku Nuts, actually. Solid burp. I forgot that was a score, Red Penguin Kappa. Alright, come on, give us a wah. It's 1. Alright, we got the 1, we got the 1. We got the 1 wah. 1's good measure. The good measure's good. For lack of a better synonym, the good measure's good. One Mikami Wa on the record. 2's, yeah, 2's like good luck. Real talk. What is that? Oh my goodness. No, 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 don't want to get any of those hearts, actually. Because I'm on like lowish health now, which means there'll be less damage I have to take for later. Little stingrays. That's what I call them. That triple, I still can't believe that happened. Especially when Lacrima was like, no bloody way. I was like, wait, what? She's like, you got the triple. I was like, wait, really? I wasn't even paying attention. You need to do more Jabu, Roseanne, or just do Jabu individual levels. At least if you do Jabu individual levels, the likelihood of you getting the Y is a lot higher. Jabu RTA, mate, you know it. Fact. At least only 4-1 you do, Red Penguin, yeah. Whoops. Oh, I think this is okay. I think this is a decent... I think this is okay. I think I've killed Baronet in a good spot. I'll find out. If the warp's in a shit spot, we'll lose a ton of time, but if it's in a good spot, we've got a chance. Yeah, I've seen those conspiracy theories before, Cross 6. Please be a good spot. Yay, good spot. Isn't that part of the flat earth stuff? Mm-hmm. How much do they pay? Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Holy crap. Jeez. Holy crap. That's that's actual PB, guys. That's not route PB. And look at this. Look at this. I was a minute behind at one point. I was a minute behind and we came back to be almost 2 minutes ahead. Oh my goodness. That was cutting it close because of bloody Jabu. But whew. Yay. Yay, true PB. Holy crap. I can finally upload something to YouTube. I haven't uploaded something to YouTube in like forever. Oh, let me just save these screenshots. Thanks, guys. 12931 AD true PB. That was so close. Oh my gosh. Thanks, everyone. You guys are awesome. Cool. That's why I wasn't talking towards the end, guys, because I was like so nervous. I was like, oh man, here we go. It's gonna come down to this. It's gonna come down to a clean equip swap and just not screwing up. What's his face? Not screwing up. What's his name? KD. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. Mikami. I was so nervous. Oh my goodness. I was like, this can actually true PB. Thanks, guys. Whew. Dude, you're still 17th. Wait, did I not move?